Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today I have Courtney in the chair, and Courtney is going to get boho braids. Now, I know boho braids is the trend right now, and they are everywhere. I've been seeing a wavy hair, curly hair, a whole bunch of hair, long braids, short braids, bobs. The bobs are everything. Okay, I want to try it, but now my hair is growing. It's grown way longer than a bob length, so I don't know how to do that one. But yeah, here is our spray bottle, the continuous spray bottle. You can find that at deeperthanhair.com. I am going to start by just misting Courtney's hair. So what I was going to tell you guys is the cool part about Courtney's boho braids today is that we are going to do it with her real hair, okay? So I'm just going in, I just misted her hair down just to give it like a light, dampening. And now I'm going to go in with Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink. Sorry, the products are kind of blown out and light, but this is Don't Shrink by Jackie's. It's the flaxseed gel, and I'm just going to use a little bit of this. I'm not going to overdo it with the product. Just going to use a little bit and put it on this first section. I'm going to part it out and start the braid. So yeah, I just added a little bit of Nairobi foam. Now Nairobi is very, very soft. It doesn't like give your hair that shell or a crunch to it. So I just use that because I just want Courtney's hair to stay soft. Her texture is already soft and fine. It's a full, her hair is nice and full, but it's definitely soft and fine. And I want her hair to keep that vibe. So that's why I'm just going to go in with light product use today, because I just want her hair to stay soft and beautiful and not just overdo it with this product to me. I don't know, it just does a lot of just weighing the hair down, especially if it's one that puts a shell on the hair. So I just want to make sure that I stay true to what her texture looks like all the time. So now that I have braided her hair down, it's a little hard to braid the hair when it's got like when it's wet. I don't I don't like how that feels. It's like a little tougher. But I am just braiding her hair down, and as I braid, I'm just going to pull out a piece of hair, maybe every, I don't know, I'm doing it closer to the end of this braid because in the back of the hair I want the curls to be elongated and be more towards the bottom of her ends. So I'm just going to pull out 3 pieces on this particular braid, and I'm going to do that all throughout the whole back section of her hair. See, there's the third one. See, and when the hair is wet, it just be sticking to your hands. I never was a fan of wet hair on my hands. I hate when my fingers get all wrinkly. When I was in hair school, we used to do roller sets and rod sets, and I hated my hands staying wet the whole time. The woman that I used to work for years ago, she used to do roller sets all the time. It used to drive me crazy because the product and the water would be dripping down her arm and dripping off her elbows. Oh my God. I could like scream just thinking about it. Like, I just hate wet fingers and hair, but it is what it is. You got to get that style right. You feel me? So I'm just scrunching those loose pieces just to make sure that we start getting that form going into it so that her curls can start to shape. So now we're going to go in and repeat the same exact process. You're going to see me do the same thing. Braid down the hair and take out 3 pieces of hair per braid, okay? So let's just get into these parts. I'm going to talk about the parts too, because as you see, or as you're going to see, I'm not worried about making perfect parts. One, the style is boho, so the messier it gets, the better. Like, I always love hair when it's old, like on that Zoe Kravitz vibe. So I didn't overdo it on making sure that the parts were super sharp because, it's boho. Second of all, a lot of product these days, like, I hate to sound like an old head when I say this, but the newer stylist thing is using a lot of product on the parts to make them super crispy and sharp. Do I appreciate that? Absolutely. Do I think it's unnecessary? Absolutely. But it's all about who you ask. You know what I mean? Some people feel like you can't do a hairstyle without those kind of crispy parts. Me right here, it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like let me tell you, when every time I go to a stylist that put a bunch of product on my hair to achieve a perfect part, I end up with so much buildup. The product starts turning white. Like, yeah, I want my braids fly and fresh, but the last thing I want is a white scalp and a bunch of buildup on my head. It's just, it drives me nuts. Almost as much as the product and water dripping down the stylist's arm. You know what I'm saying? So, just stay true to yourself. I really low key was going to just take my nails and do like round out free parts and without even parting it in squares at all. But then I went against it. Like, you know what? I still want to kind of do a little square action. But yeah, don't let anybody bully you into using a bunch of products on the parts and stuff. If you're a braider, just know that whatever you decide to do, your tribe will flock to you. There are people who will love you for using product on the parts and doing perfectly brick laid parts, and then there are also people who literally will love you for not putting that kind of stuff on their hair. So it's completely up to you. Whatever your vibe is, you stick to it and stay true. Now, another thing I want to talk about is hair texture. Just because Courtney's hair is fine doesn't mean that it's the only texture that can do this hair. If your hair is extra curly, if you have 4C, if you have 3A, no matter what your texture is, just know that you can do this. It's just going to be a different look. I can't wait to try this on my hair, to be honest with y'all. Like, my shrinkage is getting tighter and tighter. The longer my hair gets, the more my curls spring. And I'm like, what is going on? You just really think that your hair is going to grow out and be extra long. But it's like my hair growing doesn't make my curls sit out longer. My hair, the way it sits, it just, my hair more so grows out instead of grows down. So you just have to know it's going to be a different look with each texture, but you still can do this look. So I would say to try it. A lot of people are scared. Like, I'm scared too. I'm not going to lie, but I definitely have to try this before the summer is out. Now, in the chair, this is my friend Courtney. We grew up together, and when we were kids, her mom did her hair like this all the time. This is the only hairstyle Courtney had growing up, minus the boho. So the curls weren't there. The curls were naturally on the tips of her braids, but her mom didn't know how to cornrow, so she would do just individual braids, and sometimes she would do individuals and then like connect the first individual to the next one and then connect those two to the next one and make it kind of have the illusion of a cornrow. So Miss Shirley was doing the best that she can, you know what I'm saying? So I just when I did her hair like this, it just reminded me of when we were kids, because that was totally what Courtney always used to wear. When doing boho braids, it's very important to use your discretion on how full you want your braids to look. Now, the fuller your hair is, the smaller your braids can be, because you just have more sections to part. But if your hair is more so on the thinner side, I would recommend doing bigger parts so you can achieve a thicker braid and just pull out more sections to get those curls. So with me, I would probably do the same size braids that I'm doing on Courtney, because my hair isn't super full. But if you have super full hair, you could take advantage of that. I think that the fuller it looks, the bigger you can get your hair to be. But don't quote me on that. I'm gonna have to try it on a few different textures and a few different densities to see what the vibe is. Now, when you get to this section of the hair, if you want to keep your braids and parts pretty uniform, when you get to the ear, like the top corner of the ear, it's best to do a U from one ear to the other. So that's why this braid right here is shaped the way it is, but it's literally because I'm starting to make a U so that I can make sure that, everything is even from one side to the other. Listen, y'all, today I am doing my voiceovers in my car, okay? I'm sitting outside of the salon and I'm doing my voiceovers in the car. Where's the craziest place that you ever had to do some work? Like, where's the craziest place you ever did a Zoom meeting or did somebody's hair or did your schoolwork? I'm curious because this ain't that crazy. I know people work in the car all the time, but I'm stressed out. It's a church letting out next to me. I'm on one of the busiest streets in Philly right now, and it's just noisy. So if y'all hear cars flying by or horns or people arguing, yes, somebody was just arguing outside the church and they came out the church. So, but like I just want to let y'all know that I'm hustling for y'all. I'm here for y'all. I know I'm in the car and I could have did it any other place, but I wanted to make sure that y'all was straight today. Now, another thing about this row right here is that I am starting to pull the pieces from the braid a little higher up, a little earlier on in the braid, just because now I want the curls to start showing a little higher up. I want it to be full and not just full on the ends. I want it to be full all throughout. So I'm starting to pull those pieces a little earlier on in that braid just to achieve that look. Another thing that I'm doing as I move farther up her to the crown, towards the crown, is that I'm taking more than 3 pieces out of every braid. One of the cool parts about the closer you get to the crown is that the braids are a lot fuller than they are at the nape. So your braid can spare more hair, to pull from. So I'm going in and I'm doing that because, again, I want more curls, and 3 pieces is okay if you want more of a subtle look, but I just want a little more oomph. So I'm just going to take more as I go higher because, again, the hair is fuller, the braids are thicker, and they can spare a little more curls. Now, in this section right here, I'm just going to start by pulling basically like a little sideburn action. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to pull that and pull the baby hair. Now, some people I've seen do boho braids instead of braiding the whole head, they leave some of them just loose. That really adds a lot of curly vibes if you would like to do that. But me, I'm just going to pull that sideburn there so that it could be a nice little luscious curl on each side. But that's totally optional, of course. But I'm just letting you know that that could be a whole vibe to do, and it'll blend right in. Altogether, this style took about, I want to say, 3 hours. We was here till midnight because I just started her like super late after I finished filming and doing videos for the day. So, yeah, about 3 hours. If I would probably just rather do this on myself, but I know, all of us don't know how to just do our own hair or don't even feel like that. It's a luxury sometimes. So I wouldn't be mad at you if you did it yourself just so you could take your time. Like when I used to do my own individuals with braiding hair back in the day, I would just take my time. I would do half of my head one day and half of my head the other day. But, it's all about what you're into. So, yeah, I would probably be doing this myself so I could break it all up. So now we're just going in with the glass brilliant shine. We're never gonna miss that opportunity to shine. And so, this is what it looks like now. So as the days goes on, her curls are going to get fluffier because right now they're just more about definition instead of volume. But as the days goes on, they will start to achieve more volume and get bigger and bigger. So here's the braid base. Sorry, blown out again. I don't know what I was doing with the lighting this day, but here goes the value. I mean, here goes the baby hair. I'm doing it with Braid Bay today. I can put the link below so you can grab you some Braid Bay. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it on her edges and on the, well, I'll show you in a second. First, I'm just going to give her a little swoop action. Courtney doesn't love baby hair. I'm really low-key doing this for the video. I don't know what she did with her baby hair after this. But I just wanted to do a little 1-2 on her. And then I'm going to put some right at the top of this sideburn action just to give it the definition there. You see the difference that made? Yeah. So yes, Courtney's hair is done. Like I said, as time goes on, they'll get bigger and bigger. And now I'm just going to show you a few ways that we can style this hair. I mean, it's literally like individuals, so you could do whatever you want to do with them and have a blast. Okay, don't just wear them one way. Now, I don't judge people for many things, but that's the judgment. Don't be wearing them one way. Look at Look at the ponytail. Do not play with Courtney. She look fly. Okay, so pretty. You could just pull the little tendrils down like you would do any regular ponytail. You could do one tendril. You can twist it up and put it in a little fun bun. You feel me? Little bun. You could leave one down in the back. You could pull it up if you want to, if you like a cleaner look. Then after that, what's the next style we went with? Oh yeah, I remember this. I think this one might be my favorite. The high one and this one. Just simple, easy for the summer, breezy. I would wear this on vacation. I'm tired of all the extra crazy long braids and wigs and stuff. It'd be hot. It'd be hot. I'm like, I don't know if this is something that getting older is doing to me or what, but it's been getting hot and I haven't been loving a whole lot of hair on me. So this right here just looks cool, easy and breezy and a vibe. So yep. Let me know if you want to try this. Don't be afraid, y'all. Just jump out the window with it, okay? Do not be afraid to try something new. Courtney loves her. She keeps sending me updated pics. And I just want to thank you all for watching. Send this to a friend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.